witches. I'm High Priestess or Sophinas. Thank you for joining me this afternoon for this special pop-up broadcast about what is your pet saying. Every time somebody comes to the house, a guest, your pet is going to respond. Your pet is either going to be friendly or hostile. It's not just an old wives' tale of if you bring somebody to the house and the pet does not like them. If your pet has a problem with a guest in the home, there's something wrong with that guest. Your dog is not just barking just to bark. Your cat is not just hissing and scratching and hiding just to do those things. There's something wrong with your guest. You have to listen. If you are a fur baby, if you are an animal owner, you need to listen to your pets. Your pets know what's up because your pets are ingrained in nature. We know this for a fact. When there is a tornado, an earthquake, animals are always the first to get out of the path of destruction. Always first. Because they are part of nature. It's the same with people. It's the same with people. If your dog does not like your new boyfriend, you have to get rid of that boyfriend. Not because the dog was there first. Not because you had the dog first. It's because your dog is barking, growling, snapping, howling, hiding because of your boyfriend. Your pet is actually trying to warn you that person is bad news. You can't just blow it off and say, shut the fuck up, bingo, whatever your dog's name is. You can't just put your cat up because it won't stop hissing. And sometimes on rare occasions, a cat will actually growl, yowl, will not use a litter box while the guest is there. Instead, they will just pee all over the house, scratch the furniture. Even if your cat has never scratched the furniture before, it may suddenly start to scratch the furniture. I mean, like really scratch, howl, yowl, hiss. And some rare occasions also your cat might actually spit. When a cat spits, that cat is angry. That cat is frustrated. That cat is infuriated mostly because of your guests. Mostly because of who you have in your home, especially as witches. We may not always see the energy that the person is bringing into our home. We may not always see it. But our pets will. If you have a familiar in the house, a cat, a dog, any animal that you consider a familiar, let me tell you this also. Your familiar does not have to be a black cat. Your familiar can be any animal that has attracted itself to you. And it happens to also live in the home. Your familiar does not have to be a black cat. Do not buy or adopt a black cat just because it's black. It makes you feel more like a witch because you have a black cat. No, your familiar does not have to be a black cat. It can be any animal that has chosen you as the witch. Just to put that out there. I have to put that out there. I have to put that out there. Because too many new witches think they have to adopt a black cat to be considered a real witch. Real witches do witchcraft. Okay? Now going back on topic. I've had many instances when my dog or cat hated my guests. My cat would scratch the furniture, hiss, yowl, spit, hide. My dog would bark, snap, growl, howl, whine because of the person that was in my home. Was a negative, downright sometimes a evil person, a wicked person. And I used to be a lot like you witches that told the dog, shut the fuck up with all that barking. No, that dog is barking for a reason. That dog that is barking is trying to warn you. Cats and dogs don't speak like we do, but they still speak regardless. Dogs and cats still speak regardless. If you have a cat that wakes you up at 3 o'clock in the morning, it's going to talk. Listen, cats can make over 100 different sounds. A cat can imitate a human baby crying. Did you know that? A cat can imitate a human baby crying. That's a fact. Not just my spiritual opinion or word from Hikase. No, that's a fact. A cat can make over 100 different sounds. A dog can only make about 10 different sounds. Not to say one is more intelligent than the other. One just makes more sounds than the other one. That's all that is. It's not an indication of intelligence. If your dog hides or snaps at the person, at your guest, tell that guest to leave. If your guest tells you, can you put your dog up? Can you put your cat up? No, I'm not putting my dog up. I'm not putting my cat up. They're my pets. If you don't like it, you can bounce. There's the door. Just like you walked in, you can walk right back out. But no, my dog is not going to be put up because you don't like dogs or you are afraid of dogs. You knew I had a dog from the jump off. You knew I had a dog. You knew I had a dog. So why are you telling me to put my dog up? And why? And then I have to start thinking to myself, and you witches have to start thinking to yourself, why is this dog howling and whining and, doing all this odd behavior when this person comes around? Why are they acting like this? Something's up. Something's up. Something is up. Something is not right with this person. Your dog and cats would not be acting so strangely if there was not something wrong with them. And that's the point of this broadcast tonight. Why do your pets bark, hiss, and bite people that come to the house? Evidently, there's something wrong with the person. I don't care how long you've known a person. I don't care if you had this dog or cat for a few months. If the dog or cat is acting strangely when that person comes to your house, you need to evaluate that person. Don't get mad at the dog. Don't get mad at the cat. Be suspicious of the person you let into your home. Be suspicious of the person you let into your home. Your dog is not acting like that just to act out. Your cat is not refusing to use the litter box because it just wants to piss all over the house. No. There's something else going on. And you have to listen to your intuition. You have to listen to the words of the deities, the gods, the goddesses, Hikase, the ancestors, any other spiritual animal that you work alongside is telling you about this person in your home. Your cat is not just pissing all over the house because it has a bowel movement or it's just being an asshole. No. There's something wrong with that person. If your dog does not like someone, you should not like that person either. Oh, that's my best friend. I don't care if that's your best friend. I don't care if that's your homeboy. I don't care if that's your shorty. No. Your dog knows what's up. Your dog can read energy better than any other witch, any other high priestess too. And I'm a high priestess, and I'm saying this live. I'm a high priestess, and I'm saying this live. My dog knew before I did. They just know. They just know. Your dog may love everybody else except for your boyfriend, except for your girlfriend, except for your friend that you've been best friends with since kindergarten. Maybe your best friend since kindergarten is a down low hater, is backstabbing you. You know they are backstabbing you, but you don't want to accept it. No, this person is good. This person is okay. This person is alright. This person is my homegirl, my homeboy, my shorty. No. Your cat knows. If your cat hides behind the corners, if it hides underneath the couch and attacks your guests, listen to your cat. I know sometimes people say that cats can be assholes. Yeah, cats are territorial. Cats are territorial. But cats don't attack people just to attack them. Yes, some feral cats. A feral cat is when a cat has lived outside for so long with no human contact that the wild has turned the cat wild. The cat is used to being outside, used to not being in contact with humans. The difference is between a feral cat and a cat that does not like your guests is that cat in your house won't stop attacking your guests, won't stop spitting, won't stop yowling, won't stop scratching, won't stop jumping out at them from behind a corner or swiping at them underneath the couch or underneath the table, or is not using a litter box. Don't be so quick to blow off your pets, especially your dogs, because many people tell their dogs to shut the fuck up when they start barking when somebody comes to the house. No, you shut the fuck up and listen to your pet. You shut the fuck up and listen to your pet. I don't care if that's your booty call, if that's your sugar daddy coming to the house. I don't care. If your pet is trying to warn you, which they are if they behave this way, you need to pick up on it. You need to get with the program. I know this sounds harsh and cruel, but it needs to be said like this because it is like this. It is like this. It's not enough to just use cute, flowery language and let you go on your merry which way. No. You need a high priestess that is going to tell you the truth like it is. Just like it is. Unfiltered. Is going to get from me. That is what you are always going to get from me. The truth. The truth. Because too many witches are living a lie. They want to be witches, but they don't necessarily want to engage with nature. Engaging in nature means also listening to your pets. You have a pet for a reason. You don't have a pet just to pet it or just for emotional support. You also have to support your pet also. You also have to support your pet also by listening and watching how they react to people you bring into your home. If your dog bites your guests because your guest tried to, pet the dog or rub the underbelly of the cat, which you should not be doing anyway. Listen, you should not be rubbing the belly of a cat. They don't like that. Do not rub the belly of your cat if you've never had a cat before. Your cat will scratch you and will leave puncture wounds. Not scratches, puncture wounds. I've had puncture wounds from my cat before from scratching him underneath his belly. Do not do that. Cats do not like that. They do not like that. Do not do that unless you want puncture wounds. Okay? Puncture wounds hurt like shit. Okay? It's pretty painful. It's pretty painful. Your dogs and your cats, whatever animal you have, if they start behaving oddly, if they start behaving strangely, you need to take that into consideration. When your guests leave, you need to think long and hard about about why your pet is reacting this way or reacted this way, because there's a reason for it. There's a reason for it. Your dog is not just barking just to bark. Your dog is not barking in excitement. It's not excitement if your dog also snaps at the person. That's not excitement. That's aggression. That's your guest's cue to bounce, to leave. It's time to go. Now, right now, it's time to go. I'm no longer going to put my dog up or away from you because my dog picked up on your bad energy before I could. A dog will always pick up, any animal, not just a dog, but any animal will always pick up the energy of a person before the witch and even before the high priestess. Because they are nature. Your cats, your dogs, your gerbils, your hamsters, your horses, your pet rabbits, they are nature. Humans are parts of nature, but they are not nature themselves. They are part of it. You see, when you hear stories about tornadoes coming, tsunamis coming, you always notice animals begin to leave the area way before the news even report that the storm is on its way, that this tornado is on its way. Your animals, these animals, all animals know. All animals. They can just know to hit the safety. And when your dog or cat barks, when it won't stop barking, when it starts snapping, when it starts howling, whining, hiding, that's an indication that your guest is a bad person. I don't care if your guest has been your friend for 20, 30, 40 years. I don't care about that. It doesn't matter to me. It does not matter at all. Your pet knows what's up. Your pet knows what's up. Your pet knows what's up. I don't care if you're trying to get this guy or this girl to like you and your dog is, cock blocking you or pussy blocking you from getting a guy or getting a girl. Who cares? There's much more men, much more women out there. Trust me, you will be okay. You will be okay. You will be okay. Oh, no, I won't. Yes, you will. You will be okay. You will be okay. Your pet is trying to warn you about the guests you have brought to your house. Your pet is trying to warn you that the guest is a bad person and they need to get out of your house right now. Witches who ignore the signs that their pet is giving off about a guest they have brought in their house has faced dire consequences from ignoring them. I've seen it. I've experienced it myself. I don't want you witches, especially new witches, to get caught out there like that. I don't want you to suffer that way. No witch should be going through life the hard way. And I was instructed by Hecate, the Queen of Witches, to come on here live and expose this, to help you witches, especially if you happen to be new to the craft. Especially if you happen to be new to the craft. Your pets can read energy better than any other witch, any other high priestess. Absolutely. Absolutely. There's no denying it. You can't deny it. It's stupid to try to deny it. Your pets, no, your dog is not just barking just to bark. Your cat is not just hissing and meowing excessively just to do so. No. They want you to get rid of that person, your so-called guest, out of your home. And you know how important it is for witches to protect their homes. Because witches are more hunted than any other group of people on this planet. And your pets are your responsibility. And it's your responsibility as an owner to listen to them. Don't be blinded by how long you have known a person or how this person seems to come off. Don't say to yourself, oh, the dog's just being mean. The cat is just being an asshole. No. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Your pet knows what's going on. You need to take heed. Too many witches have not taken heed and have gotten caught up in some bullshit with a person after their pet has warned them time and time again, but has had their owner tell them to shut the fuck up and stop all that barking. No. Stop hissing. Go lay down. Go in your cage. No. Don't talk to your pet like that. Your pet will always warn you, even after you have told your dog to shut the fuck up and stop all that barking. Guess what? Your dog is still going to bark because it loves you, to warn you about the guest you have just brought into your home. You're not going to stop barking until that guest has got to step in, has left the premises, left the house. That's why it was so important for me to come onto this broadcast and share with you, why do your pets bark, hiss, and bite people that come to your house? Because many of you witches are uninformed. You don't know. You don't know why. You do know why now. So that was it for this broadcast. It wasn't a very long broadcast. I get straight to the point with all my broadcasts. So I will leave this up for the replay. I will upload this broadcast to Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, so you can watch on either platform that is most convenient for you. So thank you, witches, for joining me on this pop-up broadcast. This very important, informative, helpful broadcast. And with that, I release you, witches, to the rest of your day.